Shwmae bawb. Wel am flwyddyn. Mae'r misoedd diwethaf yma wedi bod yn heriol iawn i bob un ohonom. Ac y bydd hi'n nadolig wahanol i'r arfer eleni, rwy'n gobeithio gewch chi gyd gyfle i ymlacio a dathlu ar eich aelwyd. Hi everyone. Well, what a year it's been. The past few months have been extremely challenging for everyone. And although it'll be a very different Christmas this year, I hope that you are all able to relax and celebrate with your loved ones. Nadolig llawen a blwyddyn newydd well i chi gyd.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hi, I'm Karen Rees-Roberts. I'm the Forum Manager here at Penparca Community Forum. My day-to-day jobs involves running the centre here in the middle of Penparca. Ers mis Mawrth, i ni wedi goffo addasu y ffordd ni'n gweithio a cydlynu'n rhaglenni yma. Be mae'r pandemig yma wedi galluogi ni wneud yw gweithio yn ganol y gymuned. Ni wedi bod yn ffodus iawn cael grantiau gyda'r Community Foundation Wales, Charity Aid Foundation a CAFO i alluogi ni wneud y gwaith pwysig. And it's been, in essence, a positive experience, the way we've reacted. In conjunction with Colin Jones, who set up Penparca Action Team, we were able to run a coordinated approach in conjunction with the local medical centres of Aberystwyth Medical Practice, and we were able to pick up prescriptions, deliver prescriptions, but more so we were able, in conjunction with some of the supermarkets, coordinate food surplus, and we distributed these to the community, and even to date now we have been able to coordinate a response to which we are still delivering.
During the COVID pandemic, Morrison's has helped in the community by donating a pallet of food every week since March up until September into the Jubilee storehouse in Penparca. We also have started in our store a grab bag initiative to encourage people to donate more food to the food bank in this terrible time. The bags are at the front of the store. They're priced up, you take it to the till, pay, and then donate it to the trolley, to the food bank. Morrison's launched a doorstep delivery service for elderly and vulnerable who are isolating, where they phone up a number, we get their shopping for them and deliver to the door, and they pay to the door just to help them and support them while this pandemic is going on. This is still an ongoing service we offer through Morrison's. Some of the customers we've carried on since March and they haven't left their house. So when we deliver the goods, it's also nice that they stand back. We stand back, socially distanced, and have a chat to them. A lot of the elderly and vulnerable people are also very lonely. So we're just making sure they're all right.
Hello, I'm from Jubilee Storehouse, the food bank covering Aberystwyth and area. We've been running since 2011. And we've had an increasing demand year on year. But since coronavirus raised its head, we've had an even greater demand than we would ever have expected. And the only reason we've been able to carry on is because of the generous donation of food and money from the community of Aberystwyth. And so we just want to take this opportunity to give everybody in the area thanks for that. And just to wish everybody a happy Christmas within the constraints of the virus, and looking ahead to the vaccine being rolled out, a much better and freer new year.
These are beautiful, and these are from the shop here. You can just pop in and get a bunch. They're absolutely gorgeous. Lots of the supermarkets around town will deliver things here, and then they can spread them out around around everywhere, which is a really good idea. Salvation Army, that's always another good one. They're always very good with the community as well. People are so generous in Aber. They really are generous with their time, their money. It's brilliant. It's really brilliant.
Yn ystod mis Rhagfyr fydd yn bydd pethau ar y gweill yma a gyda'r fforwm. Mae'r gwaith ni wedi bod yn gwneud gyda'r Pat wedi galluogi ni mynd allan a rhoi rhywbeth bach ychwanegol i'r teuluoedd sydd falle mwy bregus yn ein cymuned. A hefyd fi'n gobeithio na fydd y plant wrthi yn tynnu lluniau ceirw yn rhoi nhw'n y ffenestri. Yr un peth ydych chi'n neud trwy Calan Gaea, a ni'n gobeithio dosbarthu rhegion ychwanegol i'r plant trwy mis Rhagfyr. We've obviously, with the work that we've been doing throughout the pandemic, we've identified people who may need additional help, and those two will be getting additional support and surplus from us here at the forum. We'll also as well, the planting project has been a very successful project that we've done during the pandemic, and it's worth coming up to have a look at the lights and the work that's been put in as a focal point really to everybody within the village here in Penparcau Community Forum.
With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Ni wedi bod yn ffodus iawn o lot o wirfoddolwyr sydd wedi bod. Mae'n bwysig iawn gweud diolch iddyn nhw, achos heb i'r oriau a gwaith diflino, bydd ddim yr gwaith yma yn gallu cael ei wneud yma ym Mhenparcau.
Merry Christmas to you all from Morrison's Aberystwyth.
Wish everybody a happy new year and a much healthier 2021. Let's hope for a 2021 with very few restrictions. So, happy new year, everybody.
White Christmas, with every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Mae hyngian wyr y ddinas yn fy neffro, a meiliad rwyf yn credu dy fod yno, a chlywaf o lawisel, dy lais yn galw'n dawel, yn ffôn a fangel i dy warchod di, yn ffôn a fangel.
My name's Matt Evans. I'm a volunteer community first responder. We work alongside the Welsh Ambulance Service to attend calls in our local area.
My name's Lauren James. I'm a junior sister currently on Mayrie Ward in Brogreis Hospital in Aberystwyth.
When COVID hit and we got restricted on the type of calls we could attend, we mainly got sent to, we were only sent to green calls, which is mainly your non-injury falls. So a lot of elderly people having falls at home. Especially during COVID, with having positive cases in the hospital, us being able to attend that, it significantly cuts their risk of coming into contact with it. Because if we can get there in a certain amount of time, it prevents them from having to go into hospital.
Over the last few months, coming into COVID and the national lockdown that we had in March, We were all a little bit nervous working in the hospital, unsure what to expect, only going off media guidelines and information from the government. It did feel a bit like preparing for some kind of battle of the unknown. But actually, it's been all right. It was tough in terms of I decided to make the decision to move my children to go and live permanently with their dad, which was a really heartbreaking decision made during work, and I didn't get to see them, and I didn't know when I would see them next because it was all the unknown and we weren't sure what was going to happen. But I knew I had a responsibility to look after my patients and my children and my family. Not having relatives on the ward has been really difficult. Seeing people that have been there for a number of weeks, sometimes months even, without having their loved ones. We've been supported in terms of we've hired family liaison staff, which have been invaluable. They will communicate with iPads so that people can talk to another, but it's not the same as having that loved one hold your hand.
This has been a very strange year for everybody, with challenges not faced before. Aberystwyth Police and MPT have carried on working throughout the COVID pandemic to keep the communities, the vulnerable and the NHS safe. We've maintained a visible presence to reassure the community and to let them know that we're still here. We have identified those most vulnerable in the communities to signpost them to the support they may need.
It's at the time of coronavirus, we have to adapt to all the changes, such as social distancing, which is quite tough in our workplace, especially on the fire engine, because we're all quite close there. So it's getting in the habit of staying away as much as we can and wearing masks. Hygiene as well, make sure you're washing your hands, certain amount of people in rooms, things like that. So it's getting into the mode of doing that really and trying to adapt and change and overcome that. Ie, mae pawb wedi bod yn gret yn y cymuned, mae pawb wedi tynnu at ei gilydd yn helpu pawb, nid dim ond ni ar emergency services eraill, ond pobl sy'n gweithio yn shops, oedd pawb yn y cymuned, maen nhw wedi bod yn ardderchog.
I can remember driving home once with Mariah Carey's Hero on the radio and seeing everybody clapping at the doors and just in floods of tears, feeling just entirely grateful that people were backing us in the hospital, regardless of your occupation in hospital, from porters and domestics up to your consultants. We were a team in there and it was a team effort. It still is a team effort. From bringing in crisps, drinks, snacks. Some people have been very kind and creative and made bags for us to put our uniform in. We've had lots and lots of support from the community and we're really grateful for that.
Yn ystod haf blwyddyn yma, denodd Aberystwyth dwristiaid y buom yn Plis Mona'n briodol gan egluro, addysgu ac annog pobl i wneud y peth iawn, ac yna ei gorffodi yn y diwedd ambell waith. Rydym wedi cynnal y dull hwn o ymdrin ac drigolion ac ymwelwyr trwy gydol y pandemig.
Ever since everything started, the pandemic, I think the community spirit around Aberystwyth has just been fantastic. I mean, the support we've had as community first responders, it's raised our profile as well as other groups around town. I know there was the Penparky Hub, and there was another centre or group of people up on the Wine who were, doing their bit, shopping for the elderly, the more vulnerable. It's been absolutely fantastic, really, and I think the low numbers recorded in Ceredigion or Aberystwyth especially, everybody's got to take responsibility for that and give themselves a tap on the back, really, because they've really kept each other safe. I haven't seen any problems personally. I think everybody's respecting social distancing. Wearing the masks, no large gatherings, and yeah, it's all down to the community spirit and everybody looking out for each other, and that's really nice.
Thank you to everyone from Aberystwyth for following the current guidelines. Merry Christmas and everybody stay safe.
The lights are up. Christmas is not cancelled, despite what everybody says.
Nadolig llawer i chi gyd, pawb ma yn gorsaf tân Aberystwyth. cadw'n saff dros y gwyliau.
Lwys fechan a'n neges i'r holl byd, han canu matgoffa fod y baban yn ei gryd. Neswch at y preseb, plagwch hynny'n llwyr, wrth weld y brenhinoedd ar engil. Nid oes rhaid gofyn pawb
Does dim yn well na chyfarch ein ffrindiau hoff fel hyn, boed heddwch ar eich aelwyd ar ddydd Nadolig gwyn. O arglwydd, cliw ein gweddi a chadw ni yn iach, gad i ni gofio beinydd a menu'r baban bach. Mae bobl wedi bod yn ffein iawn iawn. Mae ffrind a fi yn siopa bob wythnos i fi rhywbeth fi moyn, a mae'r gymuned wedi bod, achos o'n i ar, chi'n gwybod, high risk, chi'n gwybod, ac o'n i cael parsel yn y dechrau, bob wythnos o Geredigion, a bwydydd ar y ddercho, mae hwnnw wedi benni nawr, ond oedd e'n werth y byd i gyd i gael hwnnw bob wythnos, safio ni fynd allan achos i'n mynd yn hen, Wel, gweld ffrindiau a chwrdd â nhw i gael coffi a sgwrs, a gweld eisiau'r teulu'n ofnadw, achos o'n i'n arfer mynd lan i Lunden yn aml, ond heb weld neb, ond na fe, dyn ni'n saff hyd yn hyn, diolch i Dduw.
When all the training facilities closed, I did a lot more training at home with the help of DSW, Disability Sport Wales, where they helped me devise a training programme, which has kept me consistent and kept me on track and not really lost any level of fitness. I'm really looking forward to next year. I can't wait to get back to training, and it'll be quite exciting to see how much I've improved or how much I need to improve on, and hopefully next year I'll be able to go back to my final year of the Under-14s Wales squad.
Hello lovely people, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are. My name's Kai and I'm one of the vicars at St Mike's Church and some of the other churches in town. We are just getting ready for Christmas, but you don't need me to tell you that this Christmas is going to feel very different to normal. In fact, this year has been one of the strangest any of us will ever know. However, we remember that Christmas is all about hope. The hope that came in a small baby who would go on to save the world. And the key message for us as we come to the end of this year is one of hope. So let us look ahead to next year with hope. Let us remember the hopeful things are on their way, and let us celebrate this season just the same. So on behalf of us all, have a very Merry Christmas and a very blessed and happy New Year. God bless you all.
Learning from home was a lot different this year, obviously. I got a nice lie-in, which was good, which was nice. But working from home was, I'd say it's enjoyable. I mean, I was able to stay connected with my friends through Teams calls and everything like that, so that was nice to speak to them on occasion. We had a couple of jokes in the classroom, as we always do. Overall, it was enjoyable, and I felt like I worked just as hard and didn't really feel any different.
O, eitha neis yn yw e? O, di eitha neis, odi. Odi, ni'n dal da'n gilydd, y Gobeithio y daw yr brechiad yma i bawb, a bod ni'n gallu mynd nôl i fel oedd ni yn normal, ond fi'n diolch beth bod ni'n iawn hyd yn hyn a bod yn ffrindiau ni gyd, bod ni wedi colli sawl ffrind anwyl iawn. Dim i'r Covid, ond methu mynd i anglaf nhw a mae'n anodd iawn, ond fi'n diolch beth bod ni'n iawn, so far so good.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Aber, and a Happy New Year. Nadolig Cawen yn y flwyddyn newydd dda.
Elin Jones dwi, a dwi'n aelod o'r Senedd dros Geredigion. Mae'r cyfnod yma ers mis Mawrth wedi bod yn gyfnod heriol i bob gymuned, ond mae cymuned Aberystwyth a Penparce wedi ymateb yn arbennig o dda. Pawb wedi tynnu at ei gilydd. Wrth gwrs fod pobl yn becso, pryderu am ei iechyd nhw a'i teuluodd, ond mae'r gymuned fan hyn, pan mae yna achosion o'r clefyd wedi bod yn ymplith ni, wedi tynnu at ei gilydd, cefnogi'n gilydd, ac i ni wedi gweld dyddiau da yn ogystal â dyddiau tywyll hefyd, ac mae hwnna'n nodweddiadol o'r dre a'r ardal. Ac i ni'n gwybod fod yna weithwyr yn cymuned ni sy'n gweithio i'r gwasanaeth iechyd, yn gofalu, yn dysgu, bod nhw gyd wedi gorfod addasu sut maen nhw'n gweithio. Mae pawb wedi gwneud jobyn ardderchog o hynny. Mae wedi bod yn heriol, sy'n dod i gymaint o bobl. Ond i ni'n ddiolchgar tu hwnt, pawb yn ddiolchgar tu hwnt i'r gweithwyr allweddol yna sydd wedi'n cynnal ni drwy hyn i gyd. Mae gyda ni lot i fod yn ddiolchgar iddyn nhw. Businesses in Aberystwyth and Penparce have had to change the way they do their work over the last 6 months, and that's been very challenging for them, but they've adapted wonderfully to the way that customers and consumers now want to get their food, get the goods that they need from their local community. So big congratulations to how businesses have adapted. It's been tough, I know. Felly, cyfnod anodd dros y 6 mis diwetha yma odi wrth gwrs. Ond mae bobl Aberystwyth a Penparce wedi tynnu at ei gilydd, wedi cefnogi'n gilydd, ac i ni nawr yn wynebu gobeithio blwyddyn newydd sy'n mynd i ddod a gwell amser i ni gyd unwaith eto, dawn ni nôl i ryw fath o normalrwydd yn y flwyddyn newydd.
So one thing I found over this whole pandemic has been the community have really got behind not just me but all of the local and small businesses. It's been quite overwhelming actually, especially when we opened this place. Just the amount of people that have come down to support has been incredible, and so I don't think there's ever going to be enough that I could do to give back. But one thing that I did do over the lockdown was bake-alongs. So on Instagram and Facebook, people could join in and bake with me in my home, and at one point we were getting over 100 people on each platform joining, and people were sending me pictures of their recipes after, and I think that sort of sense of community, not just here but also online, people are just getting into the spirit, I think, a bit more of togetherness and working and helping each other.
Felly mae'n bwysig wrth bod ni'n wynebu Nadolig nawr ar flwyddyn newydd, bod ni'n gweld gobeith ar goleuni yn y flwyddyn newydd, fod ni'n cefnogi'r dre unwaith eto, fod ni'n siopo ac yn prynu'n lleol yn ystod y cyfnod yma'n arwen lan at y Nadolig. They've been there to support us, those businesses, right throughout the previous months. Now we need to show our support back to the businesses and give them the boost that they need just before Christmas, so that we can all get into the new year, and then hopefully we'll be able to put coronavirus behind us and return to more normal times. In the meantime, happy Christmas and a very, very good new year.
Nadolig llawen a blwyddyn newydd dda.
When crying